In this video, we're going to be covering the 5 best agents to play in low elo. In a competitive game like Valorant, it's important to realize that agent comps are of course important, but vastly different depending on the ranks as well. Where in Immortal 3+, an agent like Breach is basically a must pick on Fracture. You can ask someone in Gold and they might not even know he's meta there. So if you're new to the game or you just aren't that good yet, no offense of course, here's the 5 great picks that are both easy to play and incredibly viable in the current meta. Let's get right into it. Starting off the list with Killjoy, who's not only one of the most versatile picks that does well on any map, but is also at the number 2 spot when it comes to agent win rates overall. Killjoy is an excellent choice for players who prefer a more laid-back playstyle. Her abilities are primarily focused on defense and disruption, making her one of the top dogs for anchoring sites. In addition to that, her lockdown ultimate is also incredibly powerful. It temporarily denies enemies a sizable area so that the boys can push in and claim the space. Utilizing her turret, alarm bot, and nanoswarms, Killjoy can construct a maze of obstacles that attackers must navigate. She is therefore the perfect pick for players that want to tactically hold down important areas of the map and play anchor positions. One of the best parts about Killjoy is that she's relatively straightforward to grasp, while still offering a lot of room for creativity. Once you get down the basics, you can quickly incorporate your own creative setups and learn from what works and basically what doesn't. It teaches you countering your opponents and adapting to changes as she offers you fun ways to outplay enemies even if you're having a bad aim day. And although Killjoy is primarily a defensive agent, she can also be used effectively on attack. Each one of her abilities are able to create distractions and can be used to flush out enemies of their hiding spots. Not to mention her ultimate, which allows her to quickly take control of key areas of the map or even entire sites. Overall, Killjoy's abilities offer a lot of support to her team. Her turret and alarm bot can watch flanks and alert her teammates to enemy movements, while her nanoswarm can slow opponents down and give her team an opportunity to take them out. Her ultimate is a powerful tool that you can build around, and it has serious potential to win you rounds outright as long as you use it well. Before we go into the rest of these picks, I just want to quickly mention that we came out with a brand new course. Ye is currently the hottest prospect in the pro scene, getting the well-earned title of Best Valorant Player of the Year, which is why we're so excited about his brand new course on optimal Valorant training. If you want to learn how to play like Ye, check it out over on our website ProGuides.com for just $8 a month. You can get access to that along with the previous 10s course and so much more through our ProGuide subscription. Try it out today. Next up is Brimstone, who not only is the face and commander of the Valorant protocol, but is also currently the number 1 pick in ranked when it comes to win rate. His kit is relatively simple and easy to grasp, but absolutely powerful in the right hands, so let's break them down. Brimstone's abilities are straightforward and easy to learn. You press E and you can simply place your smokes on your iPad wherever you desire. His Q is a basic molly, his ultimate is just a large laser coming out of the air and dealing damage, and his most advanced ability, his C, is a small pad that you can run over to again to gain both movement and firing speed. It's all pretty basic, but clearly useful if you know what you're doing. To add on to that, and perhaps the prime reason behind Brimstone having the highest win rate of any agent as of the moment we're recording this, his utility is some of the strongest in the game. His orbital strike can deal massive damage to enemies in a designated area, stall out diffuses, and even counter many ultimates like those of Killjoys, Phoenix, Sage, and Gecko. His incendiary grenade can also be used for post plants or more generally just to clear out enemy positions and force them to reposition. His stim beacon gives his team a significant advantage in engagements, allowing them to hit sites faster and much more effective. And his smokes are the longest lasting ones in the game. For a simple kit like this one, he really isn't missing out on any power. From a composition perspective, Brimstone's abilities are designed to be team-oriented. Good smokes don't only help him, but the rest of the squad as well. His super speed stim beacon makes everyone 15% faster, and a 1 round through good use of his post-plant stall will make anyone but the opponents happy in the same way. And hey, as you most likely know, each team needs a controller, so if you don't have one yet, maybe you ought to try out Brimmy with the stimmy. Next up we got Silva, the first and also only initiator you get unlocked as you launch up Valorant for the very first time, and that's for good reason. Silva's kit is focused on recon and information gathering, making him a valuable asset to any team. Why is that? Well, information is super important. Because of it, you'll have an easier time clearing angles, making macro decisions, and ultimately getting kills as well. And luckily, Silva has a lot of it. His recon bolt and owl drone can be used to scout out areas of the map and reveal enemy positions, while his shock bolt can also be used to flush out enemies who are hiding behind cover. Even his ultimate gives some information in the sense that you can clear angles with it, though more commonly you'll be using it to frag out and counter other stuff. Perhaps Silva's one weakness for newer players is his ease of learning, since you're gonna have to invest some time to really get him down. All of his abilities are hugely powerful, no doubt about that, but he is a highly team-based agent by heart. So if you're in an ELO where you should really be focusing on improving yourself and your own skill set, playing an agent that needs to be adapting to your teammates and how they want to play at the time is certainly challenging. Reyna is the most played agent in the game, period. She's super strong in the right hands, but can also fall right on her nose if you're having a bad game. She's all or nothing, either easy carry or report this Reyna please. While picking her and playing poorly will most likely result in you getting flamed, which may not always be the most noob friendly, she is a great agent to pick up first to learn the basics nonetheless. The great part about Reyna is that she's really just insanely simple. She only has one actual ability to worry about, which is a fairly basic flash. She only gets additional options once she's already secured a kill. While some may argue that not having abilities to fall back on is going to make life very difficult, especially if you're learning, it is important to note that if we're going to be very blunt, you still lack many fundamental skills like peeking, crosshair placement, and aim if you aren't yet in the upper ranks. Therefore, playing Reyna kind of forces you to learn the mechanics of Valorant. You only got your aim and good peeks to rely on. So while your Raze friend is learning nade and roombot lineups or thinking about how they should use their blast packs, you're going to hyper-focus on the big picture stuff. And because of that, you might just pick it up faster. Other than that, Reyna's capacity for self-support is one of her distinguishing qualities. Reyna has a big edge in battles thanks to her Leer and Devour skills, which allows her to heal herself and dismiss away from her enemies. She can fight numerous enemies at once and maintain herself without the help of her teammates because of this. This capacity for self-sustainment can be quite useful in low elo games, where team cooperation may be absent. When it comes to playstyle, Reyna is a great choice for players who like to be aggressive. Her Leer and Devour abilities allow her to get up close and personal with her enemies, making her a formidable force in close-range engagements. Her ultimate Empress gives her a significant boost in speed and firepower, allowing her to quickly take down multiple opponents in rapid succession. Perhaps the last reason she's so strong is that Reyna is a fantastic option if you're looking to solo carry games, and it's because you have a heal and an ultimate that allows for even more snowballing. She's the easiest agent to get multi-kills on by far. And as it turns out, that is often a requirement in low elo. Just because you got 2 entries onto site does not necessarily mean your friendly solo queue friends will hold back and play the 5v3 post plant intelligently. So in that situation, having 150 HP instead of 40 is probably quite useful. And last on the list, Phoenix is a duelist agent designed to engage using his abilities. He takes fights on flashed opponents and does it again in the same round with his 2 chances ultimate. Phoenix's kit offers a lot of versatility, making him a valuable asset in a variety of situations. His Blaze ability can be used to create walls of fire that can block enemy sightlines or obscure their vision, while also allowing him to heal. His Curveball can be used to blind enemies around a corner, clear angles on his own, and give him an advantage in engagements. While his signature E serves both as a healing pit as well as a damaging one for his opponents, so that way you can self-heal while needed and also get the option of clearing out corners and burning out opponents to a crisp. His ultimate running back allows him to return to a previous location after being eliminated, giving him a second chance at taking down his opponents. All of these things mean he's a great self-fulfilling pick, offering snowballing tools like Reyna, but also healing, engage, and playmaking abilities like his turnable wall. He really does just kinda do everything, although as with most jack-of-all-trade characters, to a lesser extent than a specialized competitor. Overall, Phoenix's abilities are designed for an aggressive playstyle, making him a great choice for players who enjoy taking fights and going aggressive. His abilities can give him an advantage in engagements, and his ultimate is cheap at just 6 ult points, also making it super farmable through all the orbs, kills, and even deaths you'll be collecting with the playstyle. While Phoenix's abilities are primarily focused on engaging in combat, they can also be used to benefit his team. His Blaze ability can create walls of fire that can block enemy sightlines, and his flashes are a strong asset at helping his team push onto a site, making him a valuable asset in promoting team coordination and communication. And there you have it, the top 5 best agents to main in low elo Valorant. Remember, while these agents are great choices for low elo, they can also be effective in higher ranks with proper coordination and teamwork. So get out there and start practicing and elevate your game and take your Valorant skills to the next level.